Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account, the link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available, the link for that too is in the description box below.
Hey guys, hope you're well. So in this video, I want to talk about how to be consistent while manifesting. Now, a few weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago or 2-3 videos back, I made a video where I talked about why you are inconsistent while manifesting. And I shared a lot of things because of which people are inconsistent in their routines, people are inconsistent in their journeys. And this is not just about manifestation. If you genuinely see, you will find out reasons why you're inconsistent with many things. Just like maybe going to the gym, having a skincare routine, maybe you want to drink X amount of water, whatever it is, right? And if you are someone who's inconsistent with these things, like the video about why you are inconsistent will resonate a lot with you. So this can be a follow-up video to that, but this can also be watched as a separate video. So in that video, I shared this one sentence, which has been something that I have always kept in my mind, which has forced me to look at the whole concept of consistency in a different way. The sentence is that you're not an inconsistent person. You're actually very consistent with giving up on your routines and methods and your way of handling resistance in every 2 weeks. So it's not that you are an inconsistent person. You have consistency. It's just that the consistency that you have right now is in terms of things that you actually are not being able to get help from. And you want to turn that, transcend that, and project the consistency onto different things that will actually help you moving forward. So let's understand some tips through which you can be consistent. You can use these tips in any area of your life, and yeah, let's just get into it. So the first tip that would absolutely help you be consistent is working on your internal beliefs. Now, why are internal beliefs important and why you need to work on them is because eventually all the actions that we will take will fall in line with what we believe about ourselves. Now, that belief about ourselves can be because of our belief system when it comes to that particular topic, or it can be our belief system when it comes to ourselves as a whole, right? An example of this would be, as I talked about in my previous video, let's say I'm someone who does not feel safe in relationships, and I don't actually feel that receiving a relationship is something that unconsciously would make me feel safe, because maybe in the past when I have gotten into a relationship, I have gotten severely hurt mentally and I don't feel good about it. Maybe I got cheated on, whatever it is. And once I have developed this belief and a negative feedback loop, if I won't work on my beliefs when it comes to relationships, what is bound to happen is that every time I will start my cycle of wanting to be consistent with something, I will eventually lose it, or I will eventually give up. Because I will eventually lose it and I will eventually keep giving up, I will keep on being in the same place where I would just have the delusion of thinking that I'm pursuing something when in fact I'm not, because every time I would reach close to my goal, I would sabotage it. So if I don't work on my internal beliefs, I won't be able to be consistent with anything. And once you realize that if you work on your internal beliefs, half of the problems are solved. Because a lot of times it's not that we don't want to be consistent, it's just that we are unconsciously finding out ways not to be. So we are very consistent mentally, we are just unconsciously finding out ways not to be consistent, because not being consistent is something that aligns with that version of us, right? So that's the first thing. Now, how can you do that? You can do that via affirmations, techniques. You need to find out what beliefs you might be holding. The previous video might help, and you will then create techniques for yourself and methods for yourself which you can start using. The next way to be consistent is make it the easier thing to do. Now, how can I make something an easy thing for me to do? So there is a negative way to do it and there is a positive way to do it. Just like when you train a dog, you either train a dog with treats or you train them with sticks, right? So either you hit the dog if they do something wrong, or you reward the dog when they do something good. Once you make it very easy for you to be consistent, it becomes accessible to you. I will give you a few examples. So for example, let's say I'm someone who started a weight loss journey, but I'm someone who just keeps eating cookies, right? And that's my kryptonite, and I don't want to eat them, but I still keep eating them. The way for me to be consistent with that is to take all the cookies away from my house. Now, it becomes way more easier for me to not eat cookies when they're not in front of me. Similarly, if let's say it comes down to manifesting a specific person, at this moment I know that I'm prone to stalking. If after opening my Instagram I don't open their account to stalk, or if I don't open Instagram a lot throughout the whole day, or if I'm someone who just occupies myself in other things because they make me feel satisfied and good, then I would have a better and a bigger chance of not stalking them and then not getting triggered and then being consistent. Similarly, when it comes to money, let's say I wanted to budget my expenses, but I put my budget inside of my app or whatever, my journal at the end of the day. If I just put it then and there when I spend something, it would become easier for me to track my expenses. So making it the easier thing for me to do would make it way easier for me to be consistent with these things as a whole in this journey moving forward. The next thing, this is a technique I called 5 4 3 2 1. Now I have seen this, so whenever I wake up or even before going to bed, I know that there will come a time, and it's something I expect, there will come a time where I will, let's say, have 1 hour of work left. So let's say if I talk about this today, right? So today I had work left. I had to record this video. I had to record 2-3 videos, and I had some time. But right before recording this video, I had something like I just came back from somewhere and I had this urge to just fall asleep, right? To just lie down and fall asleep. Because of my previous experiences, I know that if I get into that situation, or if I would have lied down, I would have slept. I wouldn't have been able to finish my night routine, and I wouldn't have been able to finish recording my videos. And then later, tomorrow, I would be just playing catch up, right? I have this thing that I do, which is called 5 4 3 2 1. So when I was lying down, I knew that if I lie down, I wouldn't be able to wake up and finish these things. So I just told myself 5 4 3 2 1, and I just stood up. So when I stand up, I'm putting myself in the charge mode, right? So I charged myself, stood up, took out my mic, connected it, now started recording. Because when I am planning it, it's just that 5-second rush that I need. Any person needs that 5-second rush, because we think that if we just take a little bit of rest, it will get easier. But if I give my brain more time to convince me out of it, it will convince me out of it. Just like when you wake up in the morning, you know that just when the first time you have opened your eyes, if you get up then, you will get up. But if you say that, oh, just 5 more minutes, just 10 more minutes, in that moment, that 5 to 10 seconds of discomfort, because you keep increasing that to 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you will eventually convince yourself that you shouldn't wake up maybe right now. Maybe you should sleep 5 more minutes. Because your feelings and your mind is telling you to sleep, but logically and because of your goals, you know that you need to wake up right now. So just telling myself 5 4 3 2 1 is something that helps me just get back into the routines, just get back to charge. The next thing, understand the full consequence of it. So whenever you are not consistent, understand the full consequence of it. What would happen if you keep going this way? So people do positive visualization, which is good, but whenever I find myself in a cycle of not being consistent, I do a negative visualization. So just for 2-3 minutes, I just sit down and I just think and ponder over the fact that what will happen in the next 6 months of my life if I just keep doing this. Like if the way that I'm conducting myself right now, if I just keep going forward in that way, what would my life be? And this is a question that you should ask yourself. If I just keep chasing this person for the next 6 months, what would my life be like? I had a client I was talking to, and it was very clear that at this moment she needs to actually focus on her, and any attempt that she does towards going to the person is not really helpful. But she still kept going in that direction. And I genuinely asked her a question that, what are you expecting your life would look like if for the next 6 months you keep doing this? Because if the answer is something that you're happy with, then definitely keep going ahead. But if it's not, then understand that it won't get easier to walk away from this situation as of now. 6 months later, it will be the same thing. So understand the negative consequences of what will happen if you keep on going in this direction, which will help you move forward. The next thing, make it rewarding. Make the process rewarding. So every day that I wake up on time is the day that I have my favorite cup of coffee. The days that I don't wake up, on time, I don't have the cup of coffee that I want. Now, what happens is every morning when I'm waking up, and I have this 5 to 10 second period where I know that if I don't wake up, I will just be late. I just automatically start thinking about the cup of coffee. I'm a coffee addict, so I just automatically start thinking about the cup of coffee, right? And that prompts me to wake up. It's not the thing that I have to do, but the reward that I'm getting from it. Delayed gratification is amazing, but sometimes giving yourself these quick phases of gratification in the way towards the delayed gratification is better. So just like, let's say I don't want to eat the cookie, right? Because I know that eventually it will hurt my tummy, or maybe it will ruin my goals, whatever it is. So I'm delaying the gratification by choosing my end goal over the right now moment. But I can also reward myself in a different way. Maybe I can have a bite of the cookie, or maybe I can tell myself that for every 2000 steps I walk, I can have half a cookie. Whatever it is, whatever that reward to me is, and whatever that reward to you is, once you start getting rewarding and you start getting that reward, you will feel better. The next thing, put the thing that you have to do before something non-negotiable. Now, how does this go? Is that there are things in your life that you will always do, no matter how tired you are, how struggling you are, no matter how bad your life is going as of now, no matter how much you're hurting. There are some things that you will definitely do. A few things that can come into this. An example would be, no matter what happens, you will still brush your teeth in the morning. What I started doing was I started telling myself that if there are some things that I know I definitely need to do, I will put it before something that is non-negotiable. Once I put it before something that is non-negotiable, I will definitely do it no matter what. So if, for example, you have trouble doing breath work, tell yourself, what is my non-negotiable? Maybe my non-negotiable is taking a shower in the morning. Great, I will do my breath work and only take a shower then. Unless and until I finish my breath work, I'm not going to take a shower. This will help you be more consistent with the ways that you're moving forward and with your routines. So I hope this video helps, and I hope it helps bring a little bit consistency in your life, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions, and I will see you guys in the next one.